Through 8, 9, review number 1. The circle problems are the ones in which I want you to get done. So here we go. Distribute the negative 1. We got 8p minus 5r, positive 6p squared minus 6r plus 3. 6p squared doesn't have a partner. I can combine negative 5r, negative 6r, which is negative 11r. I don't have a p, so that's 8p, and bring down the 3. Distribute, combine like terms. Number 11, 2 times 2 is 4, m squared is m to the 4. Plus 2 times 3 is 6, m2, m1 becomes m3, minus 10, m squared. Simplify each polynomial. So 4 times 3 is 12 n to the third, plus 4n squared minus 16n. Distribute negative 1n, which would be negative 3n plus n squared. So 12n to the third, no partner. 4n squared, 1n squared becomes 5n squared. Negative 16n minus 3n becomes negative 19n. Number 23, take turns distributing. 3 times 3 is 9, y times y is y squared. 3 times 3 is 9, y, g. Distribute the negative 3g. That becomes negative 9gy minus 9g squared. 9yg minus gy goes away, so I'm left with 9y minus 9g squared. I have to write this twice, so that's 2k plus m squared, and then 2k plus m squared. 2k times 2k is 4k squared. 2k times m squared is 2m squared k, plus m squared times 2k is 2m squared k plus m to the fourth. I can combine these as like terms, so I got 4k squared, I got plus 4m squared k plus m to the fourth. Backside, number 17. I got 1 times 8 is 8, middle term is negative 6. Negative 4, negative 2 will give me the negative 6. So I go ahead and break this up. So that would be 1x squared minus 4x minus 2x plus 8 equals 0. Go ahead and group. So this would be x minus 4. I can take out a 2. That would be x. 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4 equals 0. X minus 4 matches, x minus 2 is what's left over. So if I solve, x is going to be 4 and x will be 2 because I set both of them equal to 0. Number 11. I can't take anything out of all, so I got 9 times negative 8 is negative 72, middle term is 6. So I got 8 and 9, but that won't give it to me. Let's see what else. 72 divided by 3 gives me 24 and 3. That doesn't work. 72 divided by 6 gives me 12. Ah, that works. Now the 6 needs to be negative to make negative and that positive. So 9p squared minus 6p plus 12p minus 8. Let me go ahead and group. So I can take a 3p out. That gives me 3p minus 2. I can take a 4 out. That gives me 3p minus 2. 3p minus 2 matches, so I can take that out. What's left over is 3p plus 4. And we're done. Number 13. I need you to notice that we can actually take a 3 out of all of these. 63 divided by 3 is 21. So now I have that. Now I can go ahead and do my t-chart. 1 times 21 is 21, middle term is 10. 3 and 7 matches. So I can break down, that becomes 3a plus 7a plus 21, bring down the 1a squared, and I got the 3 on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and group. So this would be 3, I can take an a out, that's a plus 3. I can take a 7 out, that's a plus 3. The a plus 3 matches. So a plus 3 and a plus 7 on the outside stays a 3. Number 15. 2 times 3 gives me 6, middle term 7. So this would be 6 and 1. So I can go ahead and break that as 6x plus 1x plus 3 equals 0. Bring down my 2x squared. I can go ahead and group. So I can take a 2x out. I'm left with x plus 3. I can't take anything out, so that's a 1. So that would be x plus 3 equals 0. So I got an x plus 3, and then what's left over is 2x plus 1 equals 0. Now I go ahead and set them both equal to 0. So x plus 3 equals 0, 2x plus 1 equals 0. Subtract 3, so x would be negative 3. Subtract 1, divide by 2. So x would be negative 1 over 2. Number 6. This is a binomial. I can't take anything out. It's probably a perfect square. Difference of squares, sorry. So it is. So it's q and then squared minus 11 squared. So that's q plus 11, q minus 11. This is r squared minus 13 squared. R plus 13, r minus 13. This is b squared minus 1 squared. So that's b plus 1, b minus 1. Last problem. I can't take anything out as a trinomial, so 9 times 1 is 9. Middle term is negative 6. 3 and 3 works, but both have to be negative. So I got 9r squared minus 3r plus 1. I can go ahead and take out a 3r, which is 3r minus 1. I can't take anything out, so it stays 3r minus 1, because 1 divided by negative 1 is negative 1. So I got 3r minus 1, and I got 3r minus 1. Those are the same, so I get 3r minus 1 squared, and I'm done.